over the Americana from Mount. So first things first, whenever I have Mount, I want to be aware of where my weight is being placed, okay? I want to make sure that if I am sitting on him, I want to make sure that I'm not sitting in a way where my feet can easily put in, so I'm always tucking my feet underneath his hips, especially if I'm sitting around where his hips are, or above his hips if I'm sitting more on his chest, okay? For this though, I can start with sitting around his waistline with my feet tucked underneath his butt over here, so I'm hiding my feet, okay? Now, most likely he will have his arms up because he wants to have his frames, okay? Either free this way or sometimes even holding on to their collars, right? This is very, very common because they want to protect their neck and they also want to make sure that their arms are not exposed. Now, the way that I choose which arm to attack, now if it's just like this where he's not holding on to anything, I can pick whichever arm I want. But let's go what's most likely is, yes, crossing the arms, holding onto the gi, in which case that means I need to attack the arm that is crossed over the top, okay? The one on bottom is hidden, so it means the one on top is the one I'm gonna go for. Now, I'm gonna have my hands placed on the wrist and the elbow. Now I can't just push from here because he's really strong, and if he keeps his elbow in, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get that arm to go to the mat. So I place this here. The hand that's gonna be by the elbow, okay? I need to use all of my body weight. I can't just use my arm strength. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move a little bit out of the way so I can get my elbow in front of my hip here. So he has a frame, but I also have a frame. And guess what? My frame is gonna be a lot stronger. So from here, now I can use my whole body to break that grip and get his hand to the mat here, okay? From here now, I can go ahead and drop my elbow very, very close to his neck here. Step down a little bit. Okay, so it's not off here, but very, very close. Even more. Very, very close to the neck, right? I always want to make sure it's connected. If I feel like he's going to try and turn towards, I just always make sure I push just a little bit more here, okay? And I can even lean a little bit of my weight here. Now, my hand that was on the elbow, okay, it's going to go through the hole and grab onto my own wrist here, okay? So for the Americana, or this is also called the key lock. So when I'm teaching this to kids, my hand is the key, it goes to the hole, and I lock it up, okay? Very important. I want to make sure that I'm not using my thumbs, so I'm just going to use my 4 fingers and just a paw grip here, okay? Monkey grip. And I need to make sure that I'm rotating so that his hand is facing palm up. I do not want his thumb facing down. If his thumb is facing down, he'll be able to actually pull his elbow down and towards and hide his arm. So I need to make sure that it's palm facing up, and I keep rotating his wrist so that if he tries rotating his thumb, it'll be very hard for him to do that, okay? So I'm keeping contact with the back of his hand on the mat, and I'm rotating. Now, I want to make sure that I don't just lift to try and finish, and I also don't want to pick up his hand off the mat. So there's going to be 2 things going on at the same time. I need to be dragging his arm, his hand down, while still keeping contact with the mat, while I'm also lifting the elbow up off the mat, okay? So as I slide the back of his hand down, I'm also elevating the elbow, and you get the tap. Right, so he's holding on to his chest here. Hey, I can't just break the grip here. He's stronger than me, so look how I'm gonna move a little bit out of the way so I can tuck my elbow in front of my hip, and now I have a very strong frame. And use my body weight here, okay? Not like this, he's strong here. Use my frame and use my whole body weight to push the arm free, and I drop my elbow to the mat and make it very tight to his neck. My hand's gonna go through the hole and lock up on my own wrist here again. No thumbs, you can see my thumbs are free. I'm gonna make sure I rotate his wrist just a little bit to make sure he's palm up and his thumb is not gonna go pointing downwards, okay? Keep the back of the hand on the mat, and I'm going to slide his hand down, okay,
towards his hip or towards his shoulder, okay? Also important, try to keep a 90-degree angle. If he gets too far out, he's gonna be able to rotate his hand free, okay? And also if I go too close, I won't be able to rotate. He'd actually be able to pull his elbow down, right? So kind of want a 90-degree angle here. Back of the head on the mat, slide it down as I lift the elbow, and there we got the tap. I suggest you drill this a few times before actually finishing it. So get used to pushing the arm down over and over and over. Once you set that up to the mat, the finish is relevantly easy. Hope you guys enjoy.